Hello everybody, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a quick tutorial on how to migrate elements from one project to another. This could be assets, blueprints, or even the level itself. The reason why you'd want to do this is because you might have a project with some content in it, like already made blueprints or assets, and you might want them in another project to save you a bit of time. So, for example, if you have a look at this project I've got, you'll notice that in the content browser we have a range of folders here under assets and meshes. There's this arcade cabinet. So this arcade cabinet is from another project that I imported a while back, but you might want this arcade cabinet in another project. So what you want to be doing is finding the asset you're looking for, which could be anywhere within the project, and once you've located it, you need to find out which folder you might want to migrate. Now, if you try and migrate just the asset itself and right click it, it doesn't give you the option to migrate that asset. You have to do the folder in which it's in. So for example, if you go back to assets, we know that it's in the meshes folder, as we can see, and if you right click the meshes folder, you get this migrate. And if you read the text at the bottom there, it says copies the assets found in the folder and its dependencies to another game content folder. Remember, it's the game content folder that you need to be looking for. So if we hit migrate, I'll just save this. If you hit migrate, you'll notice that all of these elements or assets are within this folder. That's the asset itself, which could be the 3D model, the materials, the animated material, which you can see on the screen over there. All of that relates to that folder. So if you hit OK, it'll open up the Windows Explorer, and for this demo I've created another project here called My Project. Now I want all of these assets in that My Project folder. So what I do is I double click that and I'll see the folder called Content. I click Content, select folder, and what it will do, it will start copying everything across. Once it's finished, it'll say Content Migration Complete. You can then close this project down and open up the other project, and you'll find that all these assets within this folder would have been migrated across. Now, like I said before, you could do it for the assets, you could do it for various maps, you could do it for the entire content folder if you wanted to. It's entirely up to you. But just remember that when you're migrating large amounts of folders, there'll be a greater time limit in which the assets will be transferred across to the other project. If you don't do it this way and you copy and paste it in Explorer by just opening up the Explorer window, you will lose any connections to any blueprints or any prefabs, or the materials may not even come across. So by migrating it within the Unreal Editor, this will save a whole lot of hooking up later, trying to reassign materials at a later stage. So it's always recommended when copying content from one project to another, just make sure that you migrate it rather than copying and pasting. Thank you very much. Bye.